lot on my plate. I got a couple of trouble, I got some money to waste. I put the drinks on the drink, you put your on the car. It's like a weekend at Bernie's, and baby, you look the part. I'm about to get it poppin', call a Uber, cause I'm a scuba. Dive while he driving, shawty rockin', and I'm an Uber. I know you like it when I put it, yeah. Maybe you should bring a friend along, yeah. Now, I got paper, and I ain't gon' chase you, baby. I'm gon' take you down. Now, come on, shake it, baby, turn that around. I'm like,
oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. Who's on with me now? Who's on with me now?
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we have a matchup of two big-arm quarterbacks. Both have done plenty of work in the NFC North. It's Matthew Stafford going up against Aaron Rodgers. The opening kick is straight ahead, so it's time to turn it over to my colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis with the call. Gentlemen.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. They come out here in the eye. First carry now for Tyler Irvin. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And for this offensive unit, Eddie Lacy, sometimes he even has the Auburn fans saying roll tide.
Now that's big right there, because for them to say that, wow, that tells you how good a talent he really is. When he gets rumbling, the field tilts in his favor.
Maybe I overstepped my bounds there a bit, but he's good.
Brandon, you never want to get in the middle of Alabama versus Auburn.
He completes it to Jordy Nelson. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. The first carry now. This is Lacy. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Rodgers to throw on. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And this is scooped up. Look at the big man rumble. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return from the Detroit touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They go play action here on first down. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations, and that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And Jeff Janis has it complete. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. One back is Lacy. On first down, Rodgers. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Give him 30 yards there.
When the big guy rumbles down the center of the field and he gains leverage on a guy trying to cover him, it is really, really tough for the defender to get through him to make a play on the football. That's why guys love to throw that route down the middle, throw it deep, and let the big guy go get it.
And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
On second down, Lacy. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
To throw is Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
But when your first NFL carry is a 36-yard touchdown run with a really nifty move to get into the end zone, people expect big things out of you. And Amir Abdullah, they're waiting for him to fulfill that promise.
Yeah, had the shoulder surgery in January, but really expected to be the man this year in Detroit. So here's the lineup, and in the backfield, it's Abdullah.
Amir Abdullah, if it had been up to a lot of college coaches, would be an all-pro corner. But he knew he wanted to be a running back, and has proven why. Can run it, can catch it, and return kicks.
Third down now following the run. Stafford on third down. A dump off for Abdullah. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a third down.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package.
Yeah.
6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. So they will go for it. Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now the Packers get set to go. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and the Lions will take over. So here come the Lions now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 1st down, Abdullah. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Stafford on 1st down. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. So 20 yards to go here on 1st down. Throwing is Stafford. His throw incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And he goes out right around the 39. 4 yards on the pickup. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And he's certainly not a... guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Rodgers will try again on second down. He'll set up the screen to Lacy. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. And that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage. So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They go play action here on first down. And Cook has it, left side. 23 yards on the play.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jared Cook, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
He goes underneath to Abdullah. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run with Abdullah. And an alley to run. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And he cuts right sideline and some room to go. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now Riddick. So from the 40 to the 45, 5-yard run.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Play fake to Abdullah. It's Stafford. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Stafford. And he connects with Ebron. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 1st down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Stafford here. This is screen to Abdullah. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 yards on the pickup, and it's good enough for a Detroit 1st down. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested 1st half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. On 1st and 10, Stafford connects it to Roberts right side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Again, it's Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Clay Matthews with a pick. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. It's the first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Ziggy Ansah. In there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. And some room to roam now. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And it's up and good. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Rodgers now to throw. And Davis with it left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Rodgers now on first down. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So out now come the Lions. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Play fake to Abdullah. It's Stafford. Going for the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Clay Matthews with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
319!
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he finds Cook. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The 6-time Pro Bowler, Clay Matthews, in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. He's complete to Golden Tate. It's a big play. Stafford to Tate. 57 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And now a first down following that long gain. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Amir Abdullah, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you... Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tahir Whitehead in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They go play action for Lacy. Now Rodgers. And Cook has it, left side. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Fresh set of downs here. One back is Lacey. Play clock winding down. Rodgers going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He's got time. He's got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Rodgers to throw once more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Play action. Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Pulled in at the 24. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. It's brought in by Janis. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So the offense has it first and 10.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Rodgers now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. That'll bring up second down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage.
And now here is another interception. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Forced out to his left. And this is caught at the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 19 yards on the pickup there. And now they'll have it first and goal. So they're operating in the red zone. They come up in an offset eye. To throw is Rodgers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Second down now after the incompletion. Shift together here from the D-line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Ty Montgomery, his third touchdown now on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And this is up and good to make it a 21-15 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Well run here. Abdullah. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Stafford now to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now a 1st down carry. It's Lacy. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Now Stafford. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Touchdown, Packers! Jeff Janis, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Detroit getting set to go now. Now it's Stafford. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. On the tackle there, the rookie Kenny Clark.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
23 yards on the play.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about, and now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
I always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On the ground, it's Reddick. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is good. And the Lions are going to win this game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Lions, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.